What's up, everybody? B-Sports02 here. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to round number 2 of the Monster Energy IndyCar Oval Series. Today we'll actually be at Atlanta Motor Speedway here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. It's the zMax 500. Today alongside me we have Colin Denton in the booth. Colin, how you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. It's great to be out here at Atlanta under the lights. I am really looking forward to some IndyCar racing tonight.
Alrighty, what are you expecting in this one today?
Well, I believe we might be seeing some of a lot of what we saw last week at Indianapolis, and that's a bit unfortunate. I don't really want to see that kind of racing. It was really sloppy. We saw a lot of accidents. We got to see some patience from these drivers, but these guys are going all out, and they are not going to slow down. So I have a feeling that it's going to be another wreck fest tonight.
Well, the differences between this race and last week is that the cars are going to have restricted plates for the race at Atlanta. They'll have restricted plates for some of the races this season. They'll even have them next week, not next week, but tomorrow when we head down to Auto Club. And so expect a lot of pack racing. I don't know, maybe that much wrecks, but you know, with our new chase format, anything can happen. An update on the chase. The Indianapolis 500 winner, Brad Stover, he has now been given a one-race disadvantage for spoiling the race in the comments, saying he won. His first one was a warning. Didn't respond to that. And so now, as a result, he's been given a one-race disadvantage to his opponent, Sean McKean. If you haven't seen the bracket yet, here it is. Winner of this one will automatically advance into the round of 16. His opponent will be out of the chase. On the pole for today's race, the 88 of Steve Morgan. Brian Webb in the 7. He starts in the second position. Let's go trackside for the command to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired up. So none of these drivers have Ricky Allen palms as we get to the green. They're all set. We are ready for the racing. Let's take a look at your 10 onboard cameras we have for today's race. No one's got a problem. Okay, so we're good. So for onboards, we've got the 2 of Cody Prince, the 11 of Josh Goot, the 12 of Eli Bright, 24 of John Jackus, 26 Donovan Duthett, 27 Tristan Allen, 29 of Brad Stover, 35 Brandy Webb, and the 63 of Kealoha Hankins, who just beat out Josh Hyatt at Indianapolis to become the final seed. Hyatt is not going to be contending for a championship, but he is starting in 33rd position. Restricted plates are put on for Atlanta, first race of the night, which means when it gets dark, the speeds go up. The pace car makes the left-hand turn to pit road. Fans are on their feet and the flag is in the starter's hands. Release the hounds! We're racing in Atlanta! Let's do this! Great start for that 88 of Steve Morgan. Here comes the 35 of Brandy Webb. That is the mother of Brian Webb. She advances the second, but now here comes that 26 of Donovan Duthett. They're going to try to make it 3 wide. Go on board with them. It remains 2 by 2 as they come off of turn 4. It looks like the 88 of Steve Morgan will lead the first lap, but here comes Brandy Webb to the inside. And look at the speeds already topping 200 miles an hour. Duthett's going to take a look to the bottom. Watch out for the Andretti Autosport cars as they went 1, 2, and 4 in the Indianapolis 500. That was 3 of the 5 cars in the field. The 20 of Hayden Caldwell goes in the second spot. We already see some 3-wide racing. You can see on the high line, that's the 27 of Tristan Allen behind him, the 21 of Jim Schwartz in the middle, the 11 of Josh Goot. Caldwell takes the race lead. Here comes the 4 of Johnny Garner, trying to take a look to the inside. Now he's going to go up the middle, as I believe that's the 18 of Cole Baker looking to the bottom. Baker's got help in the 5 of Daryl Salzman. Bigger the lead. We got a car already up in the wall. And that's Cody Prince in the 2. Interesting for him. Let's take a look at what happened. We stay green.
Looks like right there, he didn't get touched at all. He just drove it straight in there. These tires are going to fall out a lot. We saw this a lot watching some NASCAR earlier in the year. These tires will fall off because of this old pavement. And right there, it was just a matter of he just lost some of that tire wear, kind of put him into the wall right there, rubbed it all the way around, and now he's fallen back from the draft.
Prince remains in 33rd as here's the battle for the race lead between Michael Gregory and Cody Smart. The 22 goes to the point. 14 of Grayson Acevedo enters the picture as well, helping that 28 of Kenny Stremme. Let's see how far Prince is back. He's about 6 seconds back from the leader, but as we update score, he's now 7 seconds back. He might want a caution to help him out, but he is still up to full speed. As here comes Stremme, and Smart almost puts the block on him, but Smart was going to get turned. Here comes Stremme. Eli Bray in the 12 makes it 3 wide. Laps are complete. Bright to the lead. Here comes the 16, Angie Brown. Took a huge leg at Indianapolis, getting T-boned by her teammate Josephine O'Neill, sending Brown upside down. Luckily, we have no injuries in the Spring League this season. Here comes the 3 as well. Ryan Gondillo, rookie in the Spring League this season. First ever season in the NOFSRL. Looking for the race lead, as I believe Brown leads the lap. Yep, as here comes the 9 of Marty Johnson. Gonna get help in that 98 of Jake Rogers, his good friend. Rogers takes a look to the bottom, they're 3 wide. Here comes the 11 of Josh Goot. Go on board with the 11 as we try and load it. He's gonna go looking for the race lead. Got help in that 6 of Tammy Derrick. Apologize for the frame drop there, but look at the pack. That is a 32 car pack from first to 32nd, just about 1 second.
And they're doing a really great job at keeping it composed. I'm really surprised. Based on what we saw last week, I thought we might be seeing at least one accident by now, considering they're going 200 miles per hour and barely letting off the gas a lot faster through the corners than you see at Indy, but they're keeping it together right now, and I'm really impressed by the performance right now.
Goes to the race lead, and I believe we have a problem. That is, I believe that's the 18 of Cole Baker. Or is that the 19 of? It is the 19 of Michael Gregory. He's got a problem. Let's rewind the footage and see what happened. From the blimp, he was entering turn 1. He hit the apron, which slowed him down, and it affected the 20, the 18, the 61, and the 63.
Right there, Gregory made the right move. If he wasn't going to make that turn, he needed to back it off and not try to force the issue. So he did the right thing by keeping himself from getting into the car in front of him. And unfortunately, that's going to take a few cars and put them further back in the field. But hopefully, they'll stay out of danger if we happen to see an accident here.
Tristan Allen goes to the race lead. He's got a 0.2 of a second lead when we came to the line. Right now, the battle for second is on between Jake Rogers, Tyler Scott, and here comes that 29. That's your number 1 seed in the chase, Brad Stover. Going to take the second spot. Andretti right now was just in the top 3. So far, these Hondas have been doing really good. Here comes the 41 now of Glenn Duthert. He's going to advance to the second spot, helping the 21. That's Jim Shorts. Shorts now takes a look at the bottom line. He's going to get help from that 35 of Brandy Wild. That's one of the drivers of AJ Foot Enterprises. Allen doing a great job right now in the race lead. Here's the, I believe that's the 88 of Steve Morgan. No, that's the 18. Oh, trouble! That's the 16, Angie Brown on the wall. Oh, nope, that's the 3, Ryan Gondillo also in it. That is the 18 of Cole Baker. No caution, we stay green. He was below the apron. We remain green. Tristan Allen remains the race leader. Let's rewind the footage to see what happened. Off turn 2, I believe Gregory just got into Gondillo, and Gondillo, oh, took a lick into the safer barrier. All 4 wheels off the ground.
And I'm surprised he actually kept going around. He didn't even head down on the pit road. He's still running around the racetrack at the moment. And it doesn't look like he's even going to stop here. So amazing that he was able to hit that wall and keep going. He's obviously still going to have a bunch of damage. He's running 20 miles per hour off the pace, but he's doing I'm just honestly surprised he's still on the racetrack right now.
Currently ran in 32nd. We stay green as Allen still has the race lead. Here comes the 7 now of Brian Webb. Donovan Duthin also up there as well in the 26. Let's see if Allen gets in front of Duthin so the Andretti drivers can work together. And they will. You see all that smoke from the backstretch, I think. Did we have a caution flag just come out? No, we did not. I believe that was the smoke from Gondillo just blowing in the wind. It was. Here comes Eli Bright now in the 12. 3 wide with Marty Johnson and Steve Morgan. That is Steve Morgan, the 88.
Whoa, they're pushing it 4 wide.
Oh boy, that's close. Morgan all the way up high out of the groove. They keep the cars going. We stay green. We have a battle for the race lead between Duthin and Allen.
That is a dangerous place in the pack to be making a 4 wide move like that. You got all those cars behind you, but these guys are racing to make it further into the bracket.
Right now, Brian Webb taking a look underneath Duthin for the race lead. Allen has a good chance to drop down low, try and go for this race lead. He's going to try and do so, try and get underneath Duthin, unless Michael Kelly has something to say about this one. He stays back behind Allen. Webb still has a lead. Here comes Tristan Allen trying to look to the bottom. At the line. Very close. I believe Allen edged him out. Nope, it was Webb. Meanwhile, here the 6 of Tammy Durrett coming up. Helping his teammate Hayden Caldwell got slowed down early on by Michael Gregory. He's up there to try and win this thing. And oh, do this in the wall. Problems for the 26, and he almost goes around. Ah, man, tough break for him. Watch the replay. I'm going with that 26. I believe he just had no room and just got to the wall, similar to what we saw with Cody Prince. And his car almost goes around. Luckily, he saves it. So we fast forward up front, and Gondillo has slowed down the pack. This is big. Allen still has the race lead. Here comes that 5 of Daryl Salzman. And Allen is going to get slowed down even more by Gondillo, and Salzman almost gets into Allen. That's going to give the race lead to Josh Gooch. The blue flag being shown to Gondillo. He has 2 more laps to try and let this field go. If not, he is going to get black flagged. Here comes the 8 now, Michael Kelly trying to look to the bottom line. Jake Rogers in the 98 going to help out. Rogers now trying to take a look. And now we're going to go 4 wide. This is not going to be good. That's 3 of the 4 Ganassi cars up there. Going 4 wide. Oh, watch out. How in the world did they save it? Gute almost got into the wall. He slowed down to try and keep that car going. My goodness, what a save. And they're almost going 4 wide once again. As the race lead goes to the 18 or the 19 of Michael Gregory. Brian Webb up there in the 7 goes to 2nd. Allen has found his way back down low for 3rd. Here goes Webb to the bottom. Webb to the lead. Here comes Tristan Allen. He goes to 2nd. Let's see if he can challenge Webb for the race lead. He's looking to the bottom line. Webb needs to stay down low to try and block. Can he cut here? He 10. Webb remains in the lead. Allen's going to draft the 7, play it safe. He's going to wait for that 98. That's his good. That's not just his good friend. That's not just his teammate. But that's also the driver he's battling in the championship, Jake Rogers. Meanwhile, 3 wide for 4th between 2 of the AJ Ford Enterprises cars of Glenn Duthit and Grayson Acevedo and Jim Shorts as Rogers and Allen go together for the race lead. They're going to shake and make. Friends, teammates, rivals, or frenemies. Here goes Rogers for the lead. Rogers goes to the point. Jim Shorts in the 21 going to look underneath Allen for 2nd. Shorts to 2nd. Let's see if Rogers can try and block. He will not. Here goes Shorts going for the lead. And now the AJ Foy Enterprises teammates, the 14 to 41. Let's see who's leading. That's Acevedo, then Duthit. Acevedo goes to 2nd. Let's see if he finds a way to get down low. He is going to have a chance to go for the race lead on Stover. I'm sorry, that was on Shorts. Brad Stover's up there in the 29. He's up to 3rd. I almost made a close call with Acevedo. Oh, excuse me, Duthit. Stover up to the back bumper of Acevedo. Here goes Stover to the bottom, but look closely. There's more lap traffic ahead. Let's see who that is. That's Donovan Duthit and Cody Prince. Those drivers were in the wall in turns 3 and 4. Don't know how much damage they have, but they could slow down this pack. And now we're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. Brian Webb to the bottom. Cannot believe we have not seen a caution flag yet in this race, and we already have 20 laps to go.
And another thing to consider, these cars, they might need to take pit stops. It's a matter of when do they, and how will they do merging onto this difficult pit road. They are going above 200 miles per hour. You're going to have to slow down a ton getting down there. But who's going to pull off first, and when are they going to do it? We can't say based on them being past halfway. So only going to be a one-stop race. Maybe someone will gamble if they have a caution flag, but these are things you got to consider getting into these late stages of the race.
Absolutely. Right now, the 42 Tyler Scott's in the race lead. Here comes that 41 of Glenn Duthit. And watch closely here. The 8's going to get into the 10. Well, that's the 6. They're 4 wide. This is not going to be good at turn 3. Oh my goodness! How are they still racing? I don't know! That's crazy! They're gonna wreck! They cannot do this! They cannot race this they cannot do this for I don't know how many more laps. 18 more laps. But luckily they are still going 3 wide. No wrecks! That's unbelievable, Colin.
I have seen sloppier races in stock cars that go less speed than this, but how are they holding it down with such grip and such speed through the corners?
I do not know. They're going to catch up to Gondilla once again as Tyler Scott's in the race lead. Scott's going to go up high. Let's see if Marty Johnson, his teammate, will go with. Scott's going to have the race lead. Oh, Gondilla, be careful! He almost takes out the 9 of Marty Johnson. Gondilla will likely be shown the blue flag. Gonna have 2 laps to let the field go. But these drivers will have to catch up to more lap traffic.
That's just unacceptable by Gondilla. He's got to pull it down. He's clearly showing that he doesn't have the pace to keep up with this field. He's already gone 2 laps down. He needs to pull it on the pit road, get that thing repaired, or pull it back to the garage, because at this point, he is just not a competitor in this one.
I do not know what Gondilla is saying. He's thinking that this is NASCAR and they're using the new damaged vehicle policy. That's not us, man. So Scott has a great lead right now over Josh Goots. Currently a battle for 3rd between Angie Brown and Hayden Caldwell. Marty Johnson up there in the 9. Into the battle.
If there was anything that Gondilla did right there, it did spread out the field a little bit, so it may not cause for wide racing as we've seen it so far. They might catch back up, they might make it, but it's definitely spread out the pack a little bit right here.
Gondilla has let the field goal. He will not be black flag. As you see right now, the 11 has cut up to the 42. But let's see if Goot can get some help from one of these drivers. But you see, Goot has a little bit of a roll line than Tyler Scott. Battle for third is on between John Jackus and Marty Johnson. As here we go, Goutet up to the bottom for the race lead. Side by side in a turn 3, will Jackus pick up the draft of Goot? Josh Goot goes to the lead. And meanwhile, the battle for second on between John Jackus and Tyler Scott. Here's the onboard with the 24. He is up to second. Let's look at the speed differences between the 11 and the 2 and the 26. These guys are 204. These guys are going the exact same speed as the leaders. So I don't think we'll see the blue flag come out for those guys. As we come to the line, though, we are going to have 11 laps to go in Atlanta. Johnny Gardner on the 4 up there. He's in second. Cody Prince. I'm sorry, not Cody Prince. Cody Smart is in third. As Gardner and Smart going to work together, they're going to challenge for the lead. Smart tried to do some blocking on Tyler Scott. Did not work out well. Gardner to the point. Goot's going to go to the middle. As will Scott try to make it 3 wide? Yes, he will. For the lead. Tyler Scott back to the point. Hope I'm glad to do that. Scott doing a great job so far today. Remember, if you win, you automatically advance to the round of 16 and you eliminate your opponent from the chase. Here comes Dutton in that 41. 9 laps to go. As Brandy Webb now is going to challenge for the race lead. Help from Kenny Strummy. 3 wide. Scott on the high line. Goot stuck in the middle. Randy Webb to the point. Kenny Strummy's up there as well. These Hondas have been fast ever since Indianapolis. Strummy taking a look to the bottom of the lead. Kenny Strummy to the point. Now the Ed Carpenter Racing teammates in the Chevrolets of Tammy Derrick and Hayden Caldwell are up there. Here comes Stover though with that 29. On road with them. Go up with an 11 as well. I'll show you what it's like for the middle line. That's some crazy racing there, folks. At the line, 7 laps to go here in Indy. Caldwell taking a look to the bottom line. Derrick blocks Caldwell, seeing if that middle line will work out in the draft, but it's not gonna. Here comes Brad Stover, and here comes Tristan Allen as well. The Andretti Autosport teammates working well. Teammates are your best friend. Allen to second. Help from, I believe that is Grayson Acevedo in the 14. It is Acevedo. Derrick puts the block on Allen. Will Allen look to the bottom? On board with the 27.
I don't want to be a black cat in this situation, but I believe I see the 3 car coming up in the distance.
That is the 3 of Gondillo holding back the 26 and the 2. This is going to change everything. They're going to catch up to him. Coming to the line. 5 laps to go. Now, if we get a caution flag, it will send us into overtime. Gondillo will slow down Allen. Who will take the advantage of it? Stover will take the advantage of it. Help from Brian Webb. The Andretti Autosport drivers are side by side for the race lead. Brian Webb's up there as well. Webb and Stover side by side. First of the 3 consecutive blue flags shown for Gondillo. Brian Webb to the lead. The Andretti Autosport drivers are second and third. And another Andretti Autosport driver in the picture. That's Jake Rogers. Allen goes for second. He's got that one. Now, if they catch up to Cody Prince and Donovan Duthet, what will Andretti Autosport do to make sure that either Stover, Allen, or Rogers gets the W? Marty Johnson enters the picture as well. He goes into the 3rd position. Johnson tries to look underneath Allen. He stays behind. Rogers in 4th. Stover back in 5th. Webb has a good lead over Allen. On board with the 27. 2 laps to go. Webb may try and get the draft of Cody Prince and Donovan Duthet. Let's see what happens closely. Johnson looks for 2nd. He's got help from Rogers. Johnson to the 2nd spot. Will he be able to spoil the race and catch up to Brian Webb? They're catching up to the lap traffic. White flag, 1 to go in Atlanta. Brian Webb, a great lead right now over the 9. But will lap traffic slow down the 7? The 7 looks to the bottom. Oh, big crash on the backstretch. That's the 25. Sean McKean goes around. Staying green off the final turn. Brian Webb wins in Atlanta. He goes into the chase. Into the round of 16. Marty Johnson 2nd. Jake Rogers 3rd. Brad Stover 4th. Michael Kelly 5th. Another great day for Andretti Autosport. Let's watch the wreck that happened with Sean McKean. So off turn 4 as we look from the blimp.
And he's on the outside lane in this situation.
Looks like Angie Brown got into the 25. And McKean takes a look into the safer barrier. 2 wheels go off the ground. Luckily the car does not go around. We stayed green. On the brakes big time, and that's going to help Brad Stover. Stover will be tied with now with McKean going into the next race at Auto Club. But the man of the hour is Brian Webb in the 7. He takes the win. Let's go to your top 10. It's Webb, Johnson, Rogers, Stover, Allen, Kelly, Schwartz, Brandy Webb, Mendez, and Gregory. That's your top 10. Once again, 3 of the 5 Andretti Autosport drivers in the top 10, just like we saw at Indianapolis. How about that?
That's showing a lot of power in that team.
And we can also mention this, 3 of the 4 Ganassi drivers in the top 10 as well, with Mendez, Johnson, and Kelly. This shows you that teammates are everything in this league. Alright, show you the rest of the field. Gondillo finishes 3 laps down. Gondillo has been called to the Green Monster, the NOFSRL hauler, for a quick meeting because of slowing down a lot of lap traffic. Because I believe he was going much slower than the field. So Gondillo should appear to let the field go and let them race. I don't think any penalty will be given. They'll just have a little talk, just giving him a little warning. So let's save the stuff. Alright, when we come back, we will show you your bracket for after Atlanta. So stay with us. And we're back here. So here's how the bracket looks after the race. Brian Webb with the win upsets the 11 seed of Tyler Scott, as Webb was a 22 seed. Webb advances in round 2. As you can see, Brad Stover beats out Sean McKean. They're tied at 1. Mendez beats out Baker today. Duthet beats out Morgan. Derek beats out Goot. Rogers barely beats Allen. Schwartz beats Acevedo. Jackets beats Gondillo. Caldwell beats Stremme. Duthet beats Garner. Johnson beats O'Neill. Smart beats Hankins, Salesman beats Prince, Webb beats Lopez, Kelly beats Brown, and Gregory beats Bright. So, Colin, final thoughts on this race today?
I think this race proved me wrong 3 times. 1, tires wearing out obviously did not happen. These cars had speed all the way through and kept them together. 2, having to make a pit stop, that did not happen either. Went 50 laps, didn't have any problems, no gas, no tires, anything like that. And 3, they could hold this together. Now, granted, there were a few 1 or 2 car incidents. Several of them did not bring out cautions, but this was much of a contrast to what we saw last weekend at Indianapolis. So I was very surprised by the lack of accidents, and it was a great race overall. So hopefully we'll see this again when we head to Auto Club.
Absolutely. So tomorrow's Auto Club Speedway for the MAV TV 500. So I'm off to the UFC Wins. Hope you all have a good day. For Colin Denton, this is BSport02 saying so long. I'll see you guys at the next race. YOLO's Rig. Bye, guys. We're out of here. Colin, play us out.
I don't know. I literally grabbed my little stuff.